Bottom bracket tool fittings can be very shallow, making it really hard for tools to stay engaged during removal and installation. The Park Tool BBT-RS secures tools to the bottom bracket cups and adapters, and it can be configured with most threaded and thread-together bottom brackets. In all bottom bracket systems, the crank must be removed before removing the bottom bracket. To avoid seizing, lubricate threads before use. Use the BBT-RS only for initial loosening or final tightening when the load on the bottom bracket tool is greatest. The threaded rod features a fixturing hole for the purpose of loosening the rod when necessary. When assembling the BBT-RS, orient the hole opposite the adapter nut or spindle. Modern two-piece crank systems use threaded cups or adapters installed into bottom bracket shells. All machined aluminum bottom bracket tools currently manufactured by Park Tool feature an internal threading that integrates with the BBT-RS, which permits the use of a 3/8" drive wrench. See parktool.com/BBT-RS for a full list of compatible tools. Thread the adapter nut into the internal thread of the bottom bracket tool. Install the threaded rod into the adapter nut. Guide the threaded rod through the bottom bracket shell and engage the bottom bracket tool squarely onto the bottom bracket tool fitting. On the opposite side of the bike, install the washer, spring assembly, and pressure nut. Tighten the pressure nut until the spring is nearly fully compressed. Engage a 3/8" drive wrench into the bottom bracket tool and turn. If removing the bottom bracket, the pressure nut must be loosened after the first quarter turn to prevent damage to the BBT-RS and the bottom bracket tool. Cartridge bottom brackets can use M8, M12, or M15 crank bolts. Begin by determining the bolt threading used on the spindle. For M12 or M15 threading, fully install the appropriate side of the adapter nut into the spindle. Fully install the threaded rod into the adapter nut. For M8 threading, thread the rod directly into the spindle. Engage 5 to 6 full turns. Engage the removal tool squarely onto the bottom bracket tool fitting. Install the washer and the spring assembly onto the rod. Install the pressure nut and tighten until the spring is nearly fully compressed. Use an appropriate wrench to turn the bottom bracket tool. If removing the bottom bracket, the pressure nut must be loosened after the first quarter turn to prevent damage to the BBT-RS and the bottom bracket tool. Cup and cone bottom brackets disassemble from the non-drive side and have a fixed cup on the drive side. The BBT-RS can be useful for service of the drive side cup. Remove the non-drive side lock ring, adjustable cup, and spindle. Install the threaded rod through the bottom bracket shell. Install a fixed cup wrench, such as the Park Tool HCW4, and the washer. Install the spring assembly, Then thread on the adapter nut. On the non-drive side, install the pressure nut and tighten until the spring is nearly fully compressed. Turn the tool as needed. If removing the bottom bracket, the pressure nut must be loosened after the first quarter turn to prevent damage to the BBT-RS and the bottom bracket tool. And that's how you use the BBT-RS. For more information on the BBT-RS and any other Park Tool product, visit parktool.com for more information. Thanks for joining us today and have a wonderful day.